Hi, this is Mrs. K, and I just wanted to introduce you to the states of matter chart. So, if you go to your physical science classwork tab, you'll notice that you need to take notes on states of matter. And there is a Google Slides presentation and a Google Doc. You are going to be responsible for taking the information on the Google Slides and putting it into the Google Doc. So, if we look at the states of matter, we're going to focus on the liquid phase because we already talked about the solid phase. And before I go any further, it's really important that you understand that we are going to only talk about three phases in physical science. We're going to talk about the solid phase, the liquid phase, and the gas phase. So if we read this slide, it says that liquids have an indefinite shape and a definite volume. So we are going to take that information and put it into our chart. Now, we are going to use a highlighter tool again, and I'm going to highlight my answer. So the shape is an indefinite shape, and it has a definite volume. And again, you want to make sure that you are highlighting your answers as you go. So I just choose yellow. I use this little paintbrush here that says highlight color, and I'm going to type in definite shape. Definite volume. I'm sorry. So what does it mean to say that a phase has an indefinite shape? That means it's going to take the shape of whatever container it's in. For instance, we know that when we pour a glass of milk, it looks like one way in the gallon of milk, but as we pour it into the cup, it's going to take the form of whatever cup it's in. A definite volume means that we could measure. We know this to be true as well if we're trying to make bread or we're trying to make a recipe and we have to measure. What we're doing is we're measuring the volume of the liquid that we're adding to our recipe. So again, liquids have an indefinite shape and a definite volume. If we look down here on our chart, we notice that we also need to include a particle diagram. So I'm going to go back into the presentation, and I am going to go down 2 slides, and it's going to bring me to this slide that says particles move faster than solid, particles slide past one another. So what we're going to do is we're going to take what's called a partial screenshot. A partial screenshot is where you use the shift key, the control key, and the multiple window, or the little screen that has 3 lines to the right. You're going to press those down at the same time and a little cursor will pop up. What you're going to do is you're going to highlight over what you want to copy on your screen, and it'll pop up in the bottom right hand corner, and all you need to do is click on copy to clipboard. You go back into your Google Doc, you delete the particle diagram that's there, and you paste in the one that you want, and you can resize it so it's not as big. All right, so if we fill out this last part, you have to read about what is the speed of the particles. So in a liquid, particles are going to move faster than they are in a solid phase, and they're going to slide smoothly past one another. So in this, again, you're going to want to highlight your answer, and you would write particles move faster than when in solid phase. And then you would also want to include that they slide past one another. All right, you are going to do the same method for solids and gases. Again, using this presentation, you can see that it's color-coded. So yellow has all the information for solids, purple has all the information for liquids, and orange has all the information for gases. Now, if you look at this chart, you'll notice that it's just this first page. So all you have to do is fill this out, and when you're done, you're going